Welcome to the SVP, the Sketchy People podcast. We're a bunch of draw boys who talk. Sometimes.
Why do we talk? Why don't we draw?
Why do we talk? Why don't...
Oh yeah, that's for our show.
Wait, we do nothing but talk. I'm Asha AM, and here we have Seika Tattoo.
Hi everyone, It's Seika. Follow me everywhere at Seika Tattoo.
And NeverPaint.
Hello. I'm NeverPaint. I don't draw because my hand is forever broken.
I draw for him now.
You said it was getting better.
It was getting better. It will be better at some point. It's been like this for like a month now, maybe. And
You don't fucked up, dude.
I did something very wrong for way too long, I guess. But it's getting slightly better now, and I'm hoping that I can draw again maybe next week. But until when, I'm just gonna keep resting and stretching.
Hell yeah. Stretching, very important, dear listener. Don't be like NeverPaint. Take care of your hands, please.
Especially if you
well,
want to
be like
draw.
NeverPaint now that is actually taking it seriously and stretching and doing good boy things.
Yeah, I'm doing it literally
Character
right now. You
development.
can't see it, but I'm stretching all my fingers individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Get nice and loose. Nice.
Yeah. You. How's going?
It's
been going.
being like usual, as good as it can be right now, to be honest. I this week I got commissioned to do some watercolor stuff, but everything I have been doing was either like digital commissions or like sketches for months straight, and it was like, oh god, I haven't done watercolors in like a million years. So before I started doing that, I made this painting that I'm so happy with how it came out. It's really cool and colorful and nice.
The
And
vibrancy on that space painting is crazy.
yeah, professional watercolors are like so cool, dude.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh,
Are these the Winsor & Newton ones?
yeah.
Sick.
it's so dreamy, it's so spacey. Ah.
I'm so happy with the reflections and the bullshit, even though it doesn't make any sense.
It's
Because
space.
if she wasn't space,
Space is
there wouldn't
crazy.
be any.
In
But
my
yeah,
heart,
but it's
it
so
makes
so
sense.
so cool. It's so cool. And now I'm
It
like
is so cool.
back in love with watercolors. I'm like, oh god, why haven't I been doing watercolors more often? And then I remember it's because I'm either too busy to spend too much time on shit or like lazy, so I have to be less lazy. I have been feeling like really into like I feel the energy of wanting to make like more digital paintings and watercolors for myself. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do for a while. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see what happens.
I constantly have the feeling whenever I decide between what do I want to make this drawing digitally or traditionally, I always feel like I owe it to myself to work digitally because I haven't been doing that for that long. I only started that drawing digitally like end of 2018, and so I feel like I have to practice that more because I've been doing watercolor for way more years. So
I mean, I feel like you should be doing both side to side.
yeah, definitely.
Because like whatever you learn on one, you can apply on the other in some way. Like it deepens your understanding, it expands your brain. You know?
Yeah.
So,
but also,
yeah.
digital painting can be so different, and there's so many tools that I don't know. I mean, watercolor, for the most part, it's like a brush and color and water. Yes,
I mean,
there's
you
only
can
so
paint
many
the same
techniques.
way in digital if you want.
Yeah, you can, but you have like all these options, and I want to try them all out. There's so much exciting stuff. Clip Studio Paint
is good.
Clip Studio Paint is like an endless well of new techniques.
I mean, yeah, it's important to learn and familiarize yourself with all the tools and shit you can use. But in the end, like, I have been doing digital also for like a million years. Because I always had interest in a computer at hand. But like, at the end of the day,
yeah.
I always default to just using brushes and bullshit. I don't even like stabilizers, so I don't know what can I say.
I like stabilizers.
I
Sometimes at
don't.
least.
High five, Asha.
It goes against my hand.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that like maybe I want to make a line wonky on purpose for texture reason, and it just smooths my shit, and I'm like, fuck you. And yeah, I know that you can turn it off and on, but I can do all the lines I want the way I want them with my hands. So fuck you. I'm
With
doing
speed.
whatever I want.
Just use the power of speed.
Speed and good tablets. Invest on a good tablet that actually reads what you do. Please.
Yes.
That's all. All you need.
Not all of us can afford the Cintiq, Seika.
Yeah, but before that I had a shitty Wacom bamboo that I had for like 10 years and it was great.
Yeah. The thing is, are there even tablets that are bad? I've never heard of that. They're all
yes,
what
there
people.
are tablets that are bad.
I mean, people always say just get a cheap one because they all basically work because they're all like working on very old technology that has been around forever. So,
I mean, they all work, but some of them work a little better than others. In general, like even for like regular tablets with no screen, even the screen ones are even like they are not all the same either.
Yeah,
like,
I would guess the screen ones are a little more different because they are very expensive ones and pretty cheap ones.
but like pressure sensibility and other shit, like the technology is old ? But there's still like newer tablets that work way better. Like I had my old bamboo tablet and I loved it and it worked for what it was. But then like sometime like last year, one of my best friends got a newer Wacom, like an Intuos, the ones that are kind of big and have buttons on the side and are pretty cool. And I tried it out because I was at her house and we were talking about it, and it was so comfy and so much like not it's not like it was better like in a considerable amount, but it was like way more comfortable and way easier to do what I wanted to do. And that's what convinced me that I needed to change my tablet because it was falling apart. And that's when I got a Cintiq too. But just having good tools leads to better art in general when you kind of know what you're doing.
I'm curious. How large are your tablets, you two? How much?
The one I had before, I'm not sure exactly of the measurements, but I think that like the active area where you could draw was like 20 or 25 centimeters. So like 12 inches or something like that.
Whoa.
10 inches. Something like that. Yeah.
And the one you have now?
The one I have is a Cintiq of 16 inches. So it's just a 16 inches screen that I can draw on.
Wait, 16 inches diagonal?
Yeah.
Whoa. Sick. Asha?
The one I have that I connect to my computer is like 6.5 inch by, I don't know, 5, 4, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then my laptop itself, it has like a touch screen, so that's like 11 by 8, I think. Yeah.
Well, okay, I've been
pretty small.
Since I was drawing digitally. I've been working on a Wacom tablet that I got new because I wanted to have free software and stuff. Because I was like, I'm a baby. I don't wanna take care of getting my own software.
I can't pirate.
No,
but that's so important. Like even like you don't even have to buy it, but you have to at least pirate the good software because it makes your life so much better in general.
I mean, Clip Studio is a good software, but
yeah.
No, and I got my tablet, which is like 6 inches by 4, maybe. So it's tiny. It's like my hand fits on the tablet like 2 times. Not even. of my hand. And I have I think my problems with my hand might stem from that too, because I read that when you're working on very small surfaces the whole time,
you move like very
you-
small fine movements, and like you
Yeah.
don't move your hand that much, and it's easier to cramp up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to have
Not
like
just
one of
zoom in.
those, like of a similar size before I had my bamboo. I had another
Well,
Wacom that was also small.
That's
It
what
was a
I'm
pain in
doing
the
all the time.
ass, but it worked, and you can make it work. But yeah, having a bigger one definitely made my life so much more comfortable.
I mean, Asha, that's what I've been doing, just zooming in into everything very big. But my stuff, I want to draw with small details, and so I'm gonna make very small
Zoom
hand
in
movements.
even harder.
Hmm.
Even hard. Just go zoom.
I just thought about getting a bigger one. Like my roommate has like a new $60 tablet, which is like 4 times my size. It's just some kind of Huion something, and I tried it out and it works perfectly well. It just
Well, if you tried it and it works well and it's not expensive, I don't see why you wouldn't
yeah.
get one.
I'm gonna
Like,
look
it's
into that.
always-
and compare
It's always
some
smart to have like
bigger
two
surface.
tablets just in case
Oh, yeah,
one of them breaks
sure.
anyway.
Sure,
Which is
sure.
the other reason why I got a new one, because yeah, the old one still works, but it's there, stashed away, and just in case this one breaks away. But it was also very fucked up, so maybe it was a good idea that I got a new
Yeah.
one.
I mean, I need to make some life changes now after this broken hand arc.
Well, yeah. Just stretching often and taking care of it and taking regular breaks should be the starter one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe changing your hand posture.
I've looked into that. My hand posture is fine. I'm doing the same thing that everyone recommends.
Okay.
Uh,
Gotta stop doing small movements. You gotta zoom.
yeah. Gonna...
Yeah,
Just take
you gotta
advantage
start
of
lifting.
digital. You can go for 100% the size and draw whatever bullshit detail you want to way big, and then
Sure.
it will look cool.
Sure, but sometimes you just want to make that big swoosh line, and
Yeah,
then my
well,
tablet is just too small. Ah!
Well, that's the other thing. This is the sort of thing that having at least a little bigger tablet will make way easier for you.
Yeah.
Just a question, NeverPaint. Does your tablet, is the one that works like when you touch with your stylus, like the corners of the active area of the tablet, does it go to like the corners of your screen? Or is
yeah.
it the one that when you make a line, it cuts off like halfway?
No. It covers the whole screen. Like the
Okay,
active
cool.
area is cloned on the screen.
Okay, nice. Because
Actually, in both my screens.
then that's one thing they changed with time, because the old one I used to have that was about that size. Like, if you touch the corners with your stylus, it will like with your pen, not your stylus. That's the word I was looking for. But if you touch the corners with your pen, it will go to the corners of the screen. But if you started a line from one corner and wanted to go to the other one, it would cut like halfway through, and you had to like make another like line, and it was a pain in the ass to
weird
use.
technical limitations.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was like 15 years ago, so it makes sense.
Nah. Digital sucks. Just get a good scanner. That's a
No,
solution.
they're both of them are
Yeah,
good. But yes,
course.
do get a good scanner anyways. Good scanners are cool.
I remember trying to scan my watercolors for DeviantArt, and I was like, it was such a pain because we don't have like a bad printer / scanner, and it works perfectly fine. But for some reason, all my watercolors looked extremely grainy through that scanner. You could
I
see
had the
like the
same
singular
problem.
color particles.
That usually used to drive me insane when I was a kid. They had like this shitty scanner that was also a printer and was like okay for its time, but it was terrible quality, and it was like, Oh, okay. I'm gonna scan my drawing now, like my pencil drawings or whatever, and like the lines and the colors will all be fucked up. I will have to edit them for like an
Yeah.
hour or 2 hours for them to look kind of like they did in person. And it was like, oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Why are scanners so shit? I hate scanners. And now, like, now that I have a good one, it's like such a bliss, such a good time.
Wait, what I was doing to my scanned black and white pencil drawings is that I would like go in with paint and an eraser and then erase all the white parts around it, so that it would like look actually pure white instead of like the grayish paper white.
I used to kind of do that too.
And it looked really
I will
bad.
go like touch the contrast and the brightness and the levels and everything, and then go and color select all the gray parts and make them like darker.
I mean, that's way better what
or, like,
I was doing. I
them.
was
It's
just
like
literally.
such a pain in the ass.
That's way more competent than what I was doing. I'm looking for an image actually. Maybe I can show you later. It's definitely still my DeviantArt.
The struggle.
Yeah. Oh, I need to
But
preserve my
yeah.
DeviantArt. It's a graveyard. It's holy.
My DeviantArt is still up, but I used to erase a bunch of old shit when I didn't like it anymore, so it's not a good archive of my shit, I think.
Posting on
So, yeah.
DeviantArt was such a pain. There's so
Yeah, I
much
agree.
stuff you have to fill out, and
And
also
also hard to interact with people in general. Even if you're in groups and stuff, it's such a pain in the ass. I didn't like DeviantArt, but I didn't know where to go.
I was trying to get success on DeviantArt somehow, just get people looking at my stuff, and what everyone recommended was just post your stuff in a bunch of groups. And so I
Yeah.
did that, and I became a member in like 200 groups, and every time I posted a thing, I would spend like 90 minutes going into all the groups individually and uploading it to the right folder. Because if we would upload it into the wrong folder, if it was like an anime file, but of a wrong anime, and they didn't have a folder for that anime specifically, it would get deleted immediately.
Yeah.
DeviantArt culture is weird.
Yeah, I agree. I hate DeviantArt. I'm so glad that at least social media now uses hashtags for people to like organize shit, and you don't have to depend on stupid groups and bullshit.
Yeah.
DVR is definitely old internet.
Yeah,
Like how
yeah, for sure.
everything-
It's a fossil.
It's a fossil. Every
It's a
time I look
relic
at
of the past.
You look back at my old DeviantArt and I cringe.
Did
Wait.
say-
You have where's your old DeviantArt? I haven't seen that yet.
Who doesn't have an
you
old
haven't.
DeviantArt though?
Because it's a completely different username. Because it didn't go by my name. Because I
Dang
was
it.
a child. And I will never tell you it.
Oh no!
I'll never tell.
I promise you. Okay, just tell it after the show. Okay.
No.
I guess
She will keep.
It's too cringe.
She will
I
take
will
her
die.
secrets to the grave. You can't take them from them.
Gonna become a gravedigger then. Yeah.
You're just gonna rob me.
But they're on her brain.
you
they
won't
will
care.
rot away
I'm
with
dead.
her body.
No, I'm in my grave. I have like my username.
She has
In
a
my
piece
hand.
of paper with her username
It's
and password of her
Laid out in my
DeviantArt.
grave. NeverPaint. He digs up my grave just to get that. Just so he can say he's seen all my shit.
Yeah. No, that's I have to. That's my mission.
No.
Mm.
Oh God. Do you ever think about your history throughout the internet and just the fact that you left all these like relics of your
Yes.
past?
Oh
user accounts,
yes.
Cringy
I used
posts.
to love being on random forums and stuff.
Oh,
When I was like 12, and I still remember some things about like the first ever forum I joined and how I didn't understand how forum works. And I used to do such cringe,
Oh,
like,
same.
because I didn't know where to post properly and I didn't understand how they worked. I didn't know how to properly navigate them. And everyone was so confused and frustrated, but I was like 11, so they forgive me, you know?
And okay, I have multiple funny stories related to that. So when I was a young kid, I wanted to, like 12 or 11 or something, I wanted to
Yeah.
be part of like an internet community that talked about Lord of the Rings tabletop. And they had a forum, like a German forum for that. And I wanted to be in that, but I was too shy to get an account. I was too scared of like doing stuff like that. I don't know how that works. I'm 11. And so I was just lurking for like months on that forum and reading everything, like literally reading every new post without interacting. They just got very familiar with that forum and the people there. And then one day I made an account, and like one of the first things that I posted was someone posted like a question in like a wrong sub forum. And I was like, I think that belongs there. And then one of the mods just lost their mind and got really angry at me. Because like, 2 weeks on this forum and already like commanding people around. I was like, it's not like that. I've been on this forum for months.
You were trying to be helpful.
Yeah, but I guess it gave the wrong impression. It looks weird if it was a very small forum, like a very insular, tiny community, and it looks weird if like a stranger comes in and gives like advice like that. I don't know.
Now I'm having flashbacks about this one Argentinian anime forum I used to be on when I was like a young teen. And how I wanted to fit in so badly, but everyone was way older than me at the time. Like I was like, I don't know, 13, 14. And everyone was like at least 17. I was like the baby. But I just wanted to make friends that liked the things that I did like, but I didn't know where to find the other kids because, all the internet was weird.
Just gotta watch the right anime.
Yeah, but like the you don't get it, NeverPaint. The older times, especially over here, it was like all about MSN Messenger, and that didn't allow you to look for people. You needed to already know their email address in order to chat with them. So you went to forums to meet people, and if you kinda like hit it off, then maybe you could DM them and to ask if you could add them on MSN and and chat and talk. But it was kind of a pain in the ass, and
yeah,
I was trying to fit in so badly, but everyone was super mean to me. Like, well, not everyone. Like, I befriended like a couple guys who were older than me and seemed to have no ill intentions, but I don't know because I was 14 and I didn't talk to them for like that long in general. But all the girls were super mean and weird. And yeah,
well,
it was
otaku.
strange.
They're not like the most sociable people.
But they were all. It's weird because it was like a super small community of people that already know each other for like going to cons and shit, and they were like,
yeah,
who the fuck is this child here? This uncool autistic child?
I literally had the same thing with my Lord of the Rings forum because it was a tabletop forum and people were meeting up to tourneys and stuff, but I was too small and weren't allowed to go yet, and so I was like kind of always the outsider. But then a few years later, I actually went to tourneys and started to play actively, and I noticed I don't even like the game. Lol.
All for the sake of friendship.
I liked painting
the
miniatures
friendship you didn't achieve.
Yeah. Actually, yes. No, I really liked painting miniatures and building scenery, but I didn't like the game. But I noticed too late.
I mean, shit happens. You don't know if you will like the game until you try it. I guess.
And now I have a ton of unpainted miniatures and no motivation to paint them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But I mean, miniatures are cool. Even if you don't play the
Yeah.
game, you can collect them.
I
and
should
have them look
get
cool
back to
on
that, but
shelves.
yeah, I should get back to that. But I was like busy drawing and stuff now.
Well, of course.
No, and another thing regarding old internet relics. Recently, I've been getting comments on a YouTube answer comment that I made like 3 years ago.
Oh no.
And that
What the hell?
and
How?
that happens sometimes. Sometimes someone digs up like an old comment on a super old video and just answers, and that makes like a chain reaction of all the people in that thread also getting notifications and also starting to answer again. It's like a it's like a weird zombie reanimation of a comment
I'm
thread.
so glad that I'm not a YouTube commenter ever.
I mean, I'm not anymore.
The sort of person that but I never had the urge to comment on videos for some reason. Maybe
And it's
because
so-
most of my YouTube consuming was always like background noise while I do art in general.
It was specifically on a movie trailer of a movie that I liked. A movie that I liked, and everyone was shitting on it because it was different from the books, and I was defending it. And
Oh no.
and I was really into that movie like 3 years ago, and everyone was like shitting on me for that. And now
Wait, which movie was this?
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
I really like the books, and I thought the movie was neat, even though it wasn't perfect. But it got like panned like all around. I'm not completely sure why.
No.
I mean, the thing is, I haven't rewatched it since then, so I don't really know how good it is really. But that's basically what I told them when I got these very old answers. I was like, I haven't watched that movie in 3 years. I don't even care anymore. But why are you still talking to me? Can't you see how old this comment is? I'm not even sure if you can see that on YouTube.
The question
Can't
is,
see
why
through the
were
rain.
they on the trailer of the movie on the first place? Like,
I don't know, probably someone reading the
it's
book
so
and
strange.
getting, like, maybe it's someone read the book again, because there's still, like, sequels coming out to that book. And
Yeah.
so they went to the movie adaptation and wanted to see a trailer, and then saw a comment. I was like, oh no, the girls have different powers. It's evil. Yeah.
I mean, I understand their pain because I'm also the sort of person that kind of goes when something is not like the source material, but I avoid that by trying not to read
Not to
things
comment.
about this,
Oh.
about
Oh, you
shit that I know
just-
I'm gonna want to watch if it's coming out.
Just
know?
don't read the original because you don't want the adaptation ruined.
No, I do read original shit, but all the things I choose to read are usually like either not popular or like miraculously get somewhat decent adaptations. But I mean, now that I'm a bit older, I don't go read that hard unless they fuck it up really bad.
The thing
I
with
guess.
movie adaptation specifically of like books is that all the book fans will always go "Ree!" when it's like some superficial detail that got changed. Like for example, in that particular movie, there's like a girl that has like air powers, and in the book she had fire powers, and it doesn't really make any difference for the story at all. It's just like a gimmick that she has. But
Maybe it was some cool thing that someone wanted to do on the movie very specifically, and they decided not to respect the original work on that tiny
Yeah.
detail, I guess. But if
And
it's
the-
not plot relevant, then whatever.
yeah, and the thing is, when these movies have problems, it's never these like superficial changes. Like, it's if they change like the skin color of a character, it mostly doesn't even matter. Nobody cares.
I mean,
It's all-
it depends. In like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, the skin color of a character is very like intrinsical to the kind of story
Yeah,
they're
it
trying
can be.
to tell.
It can be, of
Like
course.
how I haven't read the books of the Dark Tower, right?
Oh yeah,
But that's a movie that I witnessed my boyfriend go read about because he
yeah.
did read some of the books and he knows the story and everything. And the movie that came out was, first of all, terrible by all reason. Like, I don't care if it's like faithful or not, which it was not, but like it was just a really bad movie. But they made the main guy that I forgot the name of, the guy with the gun.
I've no idea. I never watched movie nor read the books, but
Well, yeah, but
but I
it
heard
has
it was a
some
mess.
stupid name like Gunner or whatever, but I don't remember what the proper name is. But the guy with the gun is white in the books, and there's like another character like in older, like newer books, that's like a black lady that's really afraid of white men in specific. So there's like a very specific racial dynamic there that is very much relevant to the plot and the character development of her character arc in general, right? Which it doesn't matter because it's not like they wanted to make a million movies, because they fucked up the first one so badly and it was horrible and terrible.
That's like the worst when they have a movie in production and they notice like halfway through that it's not gonna be this big franchise, and they're just I guess we try to break even.
I mean, this one you could tell they didn't give a shit in general, to be fair.
Same if Artemis Fowl is gonna come out at some point, probably on Disney Plus.
This just reminds me of Gem and the Holograms live action movie that's terrible. Oh god.
I haven't seen that one.
It's just a bad movie. Even if you haven't seen the show, it's terrible.
Oh, no, it's the worst of all the worlds.
Oh,
like I usually can forgive if they fuck up, like quote unquote fuck up the movie by changing it from the original source, if it's still a really good movie that you can enjoy. Like whatever, people cannot like the Marvel movies because they are mainstream or whatever, but they are not very faithful to their original material at all, right?
But they make sense internally.
Yeah, they make sense internally, and like at worst they're like just a fun movie and you can like go watch it and be like, yeah, this is a fun hour to spend watching a movie. Yeah.
Probably you won't watch it like 100 times, but it's a fun.
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna
times.
be like, it's probably not gonna become like your favorite movie, the best movie that you have ever seen, but they're usually okay and they're fun and they like are serviceable, you know.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that happens in like book movie adaptations all the time is when they make like these endings to the movie that just ties it up more neatly than the books have, because they have completely lost faith and won't and don't even consider to make more movies. That happened a bunch of times. That happened actually in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. They just had like a movie original ending while the book ended in a cliffhanger, which required a sequel. And same stuff with Inkheart, for example. Inkheart makes me so mad. It's one of my favorite books, and it's actually a good movie, but the ending is so bad. The ending is just like, let's just take the second book and make it into a 5-minute scene.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let's just make art ourselves.
This just reminded me of the end of Gem and the Holograms movie. I'm sorry, I'm back on it. But like the end of it,
you're free to vent.
It's like
your feelings.
The main part of like Gem and the Holograms was like the rivalry between like the band the Holograms and their rival band the Misfits. And like the Misfits will literally try to murder Gem and the Holograms all the time. It was really funny. And then right at the end in the movie, like was just like, the girls become famous and Gem gets corrupted by fame and whatever, and it's like completely nothing related. But then the last scene, they just have this moment where they bring the Misfits in last minute. They're just like cliffhanger, sequel fodder stuff, and it's just like, oh, they're there, and it's like one character's just like, I want you to destroy Gem, and I'm just like, yes, yes, this is Jim of the Holograms. And then it ended, of course. And it's just like, you knew. It's like they
that's
only
opposite.
knew what
Teasing
made
all the
Gem of the
fans.
Holograms fun, and then just cucked me. And of course, the movie didn't make no money because.
Oh no! It's like the Sonic
so
movie
mad.
and how they feed Tails at the very end on like the post credits scene, and everyone is like busting their nut, but they don't have Tails yet, and they don't know if they will ever have Tails.
Well, the Sonic movie is probably gonna have a sequel. It was very
Well,
successful.
yeah, because it made infinity bucks, but like.
Yeah.
But like it could have flopped, and people will be like feeling like Asha right now.
I'm confident in like a movie Sonic franchise. It's gonna happen.
They got
Oh,
Pizzazz.
no.
They got Kesha to play Pizzazz. It was like, what? That's actually kind of perfect. Why would you do this to me?
No, yeah.
Why wouldn't
the
you give me the
painful
good
part.
movie?
Yeah, it's so.
Why didn't you just make that the plot? I would have loved it. It would have been happy as hell. It's just a bunch of weird, colorful hair girls trying to like kill teenage girls.
I mean, I guess it's because, like, you know how Hollywood is. It's like, oh, this is for children. And they're not gonna take it seriously. I'm gonna make my own movie that is gonna be cool and more child-friendly or whatever. Because murder is too, like, intense for a child to wrap their mind about, even though that's all cartoons are about at the end, kind of. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I wish...
I could
movie
make
people
time.
will take like adaptations of children media a little more seriously, I guess.
And just
They always
remembering all
lack
the
passion.
crazy shit in Jim.
The thing is, I just wanna take it as seriously as the Harry Potter guys took it, because that's what they're all trying to emulate. They're all trying, like, since the 2000s, we're trying to make a new Harry Potter happening, and it's just not working because they're not taking it seriously enough.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's like there's too many moving parts that, like, when Harry
Yeah.
Potter happens, or like, you know, in levels of if we're talking about popularity and stuff, when a Harry Potter or like a Marvel movies scene happens, it's like the perfect storm of like the proper people that happens to work out, because no like people up top meddle that much, or meddle in
Yeah.
ways that can like kind of work, maybe, question mark. And it's also
I mean,
like
they
you
made
know,
some extremely lucky decisions, and also listened.
also
listened to
didn't the Harry
author
Potter
a lot.
movie came out like at peak Harry Potter book popularity anyways, so like it's
That's true, but
that
so did
timing is
Aragon.
also very important.
So did Aragon, and Aragon was sad. Very
I mean,
sad.
I haven't read the book or whatever, but like
The Aragon books are nothing special, but they're neat and very popular, and the movie didn't even give justice to that. Like,
well, but that's the problem is that it was a bad movie, I guess.
yeah,
You know, it has to have good timing. It has to be a good movie. It has to make the fans happy, so they don't like get upset and don't want to watch your movies anymore. You know, it's kind of like, you know, it's complicated.
it's definitely, especially with like these fantasy books, they're always trying to make it like less complicated and less complex and less nerdy to appeal to a more general audience, even though that might be the thing that all the people who read the books liked.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know. I think it's a it's big problem. I feel like they need more people that are passionate about the thing
source material,
they're trying
yeah.
to adapt. Yeah, in like important roles. On
that's
the
why
movie,
I'm
like the writing
kinda-
and directing and stuff like that. But you know, it's when you have a bunch of money and investors and shit, then it's probably harder to do just what you want to. You know.
Just need more people who are able to convince these.
Yeah, you need to do
guys
things like Deadpool. That's
give them
all
money.
written and produced
Yeah.
by the guy that I forgot the name of.
Ryan
But he was
Reynolds.
he was passionate about it, and he made a product that
Was trying
like,
to make
for
that
the
movie
fans,
for
and
years, and actually
Yeah.
played the character in a way worse movie, in a horrible version of the same character.
Yeah, but at the
That
end
was
of the
really
day, he
funny.
made his dream real, and that's what we need more about.
And
I
you
guess.
can
People
do,
with money
dear
and
listener.
passion.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty excited about the Lord of the Rings TV show that's in Amazon production right now, because there's some pretty interesting people working on it. They have Tolkien scholars in the writers team, and
Yeah.
and it's in co-production with the Tolkien estate themselves, the people who take care of the lore and make sure that everything is faithful, and that sounds pretty good. And also, it's not a direct adaptation of any book, because it's just it's about a period of time that is very loosely described in mythology. So they have a lot of freedom, but also they have a bunch of people who will look that everything will be accurate and not crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean,
That's interesting.
what do they
If
want
anything,
to...
at least it will be faithful to the source material, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what they want is a new Game of Thrones. That's what Amazon is banking on. That's why they paid a literal $1 billion for the license.
I mean, I guess. But at least they're probably doing it like that because not Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings already has good faith and success, so they probably want to do it somewhat right because they know it will work. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Lord of the Rings movies kind of worked on that same basis, that it made most book fans not mad, and also was appealing to a general audience.
Yeah.
Hobbit movies,
it's all about
not that much.
striking that good balance, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome to a movie podcast. No, it's an everything podcast. It's a live.
Yeah, we talked
podcast.
about art. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's all art.
So, right.
Asha, what have you been up to? Do you want to tell us about it?
I've been drawing storyboards for NeverPaint because NeverPaint can't draw.
Hello.
Hell yeah.
I mean, by can't draw, I mean his hand's hurting. Not that he can't draw.
It just
because
took...
NeverPaint is dead on the ground. NeverPaint belongs to Asha now.
Yep,
I mean,
it's my voice. Love is my girl.
At this point.
Oh no.
She's an Asha girl. She has swooshy hair now.
Hell yeah.
And every opportunity I get to draw her hair, I just make it flow.
I mean, to be fair, what's the point of having insanely long hair if it's not going to swoosh around, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually the point why I wanted to cut it short at some point, because I'm not that good at drawing swooshy hair.
No, NeverPaint. That's
I'll
the
get her
coward's way.
extensions
That's
then.
one way you make a choice to draw a comic about the thing you don't know how to draw, so you can learn how to draw it.
Yeah,
like that
sure.
time where Araki, the JoJo guy, drew an entire part of JoJo all about horse racing because he wanted to draw horses a lot. So yeah.
Nice.
It just sounds terrifying. Just forcing yourself to draw something you hate.
It's not that you hate it. Maybe you love it, but you don't know how to draw it. Really cool long sushi hair NeverPaint.
Yeah. Yeah, so Asha's been helping me with NeverPaint, which I started a month ago, 2 weeks before my hand broke. I made all these plans of making that comic and making a full one-shot comic thing and storyboard everything, and I had a whole plan and everything figured out, And then I couldn't draw anymore. And
then he died.
Yes. And so, and Asha has been helping me out. I've been writing scripts and scene descriptions and stuff like that. And then we just sit in screen share and work on that stuff. Yeah. And it has
That's
been
very
great. You're definitely able to visualize things way better than I had thought of. If you know what I mean. Like when I say, yeah, there's like that character's turning around and talking to someone, Asha's able to make it way more lively than I would have been able to draw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got practice in that.
Yeah.
That's my specialty, but the hard part was like figuring out spatial relations, because I don't know exactly what the backgrounds look like.
That's the thing. I haven't drawn a background yet. I can only describe
and you
them.
haven't drawn it, and I'm not great at creating backgrounds, so I struggle with that. So that's a thing I'm learning.
Well, but at least you have like
fun.
a bunch of reference of the sort of shit that NeverPaint likes to draw, so you can have like somewhat of an idea.
I have his
of
brain.
What he
I have his.
means.
Well, at least I have his background brain, so we could borrow him. Use that power. Tap into that energy and try to convey it.
It's definitely
you have his background brain, his lizard brain, just whispering what sort of backgrounds he wants.
I'm looking so much forward to like drawing these storyboards clean with backgrounds and everything and colors and color them, because it's gonna be such a powerful mix of Asha's dynamic poses and my details and stuff, and I am really looking forward to doing that.
I'm honestly really curious to see what you guys end up, like what the final product ends up looking, because I have seen both of your art styles like combined before, like, you know, on the dating sim and like on the random art you guys have made together. Yeah. But like, you know, seeing a whole comic and the working on an actual storyboard and seeing, and like, you know, you're probably gonna end up kind of writing some things together and changing things around because you're.
Yeah, it definitely has happened. Like when I say that like a conversation should take 2 pages, and then we actually start laying the panels out and the reactions of the characters to each other, and then, you know, it's actually we need a third one in between, because it just works better like that. And just shifting dialogue around depending on the visuals. But yeah. That has been
going
great.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That way I've been kind of productive, even though Asha's doing all the work. I just took her hand and attached it to my arm.
Hey, it's your guys are doing the work together. It's part of like, you know.
Yay!
Okay, I wouldn't know I wouldn't be able to draw something as good if I didn't have you guiding me.
Well, yeah. I'm just an ideas
based on the
guy.
Script.
I mean,
because I would get confused.
I mean, don't sell yourself short either, Asha. You're a very good artist.
Yes.
Anyways, it's just that probably you're drawing different things that you would usually do, because you also have that NeverPaint spice mixed in.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see the final product. It's
definitely gonna take many more weeks, because I'm not sure, because, you know, I mean, my original plan was to draw that comic in my free time until university starts again, because my internship died and I had all these weeks, and then my hand died. It's definitely like it's a bad luck. Big bad luck.
Yeah, but Lynn, like, you know, this is not the best year for anyone, to be fair.
Yeah,
we're gonna get back on track at some point.
I'm doing pretty good. I shouldn't complain that much.
Yeah. And like at least not drawing gives you time to play more Pokemon, and that pleases me.
Oh,
Because now we have more shit in
speaking
common.
we haven't even talked about Pokemon yet.
Yes, time for the NeverPaint Pokemon update.
Okay, as you know from last week, dear weekly listener, which I hope you are, I've been playing Pokemon Black Edition, and last week I defeated like 3 or 4 gym leaders, and this week, in fact today, I beat the game. I defeated all the gym leaders and the Elite Four in one go, by the way.
Oh,
in
hell
one
yeah.
go. Defeated all of them. I wasn't able to do that in Soul Silver a few weeks ago.
Yeah, what was your final team, NeverPaint?
Okay.
Were your team players?
You know that I don't know Pokemon games. I'm just going to describe them. It's Big Fire Moth.
Volcarona?
Yeah. It's Big Red Cool Crocodile Man. Actually, it's a girl.
Crocodile, I think the last one.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Her name is Cassandra. No, it's not her name. It's not Cassandra. Cassandra is my spider. I have like that electric spider, Galvantula, I think. Is her name.
Yeah.
The metal ant, whatever that was.
Ooh, Durant.
Yeah.
Fucking Durant is so cool and so underrated.
He's
I love
amazing and steel type against that one fighting type Elite Four guy. That was nice. He was my last edition.
But still is weak to fighting.
No.
But I mean, still Bug is neutral, I guess, because Bug resists fighting.
But
so I guess
it said also it was super effective the whole time.
Well, yeah, but your moves maybe don't match your typing. It doesn't matter.
I was using the steel moves. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I specifically got him for that fighting guy because I saw that it worked. My Archaeopteryx.
He had psychic, like fighting psychic, and that's why the Bug moves were super effective. But yeah, sorry, let's move on. The Archaeopteryx, Archeops?
Yeah. Big burp. Wait, how many are there?
It's so cute,
and big,
but it's so
big
worthless.
centipede.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's my team. So like 4 bugs and like two dinosaurs, basically. And
Sick.
yeah, that's exactly what I want. I wanted my prehistoric creature team, which is super aesthetic. I built it only on aesthetics. No gameplay thoughts whatsoever, basically.
I mean, that's the way to play Pokemon on the first run. Like, if you're making an in-game team and you're not putting your favorites on it, like, based on what you like.
Yeah.
But what are you even doing with your life?
For my last game, I definitely, at least for defeating the league, I definitely took 3 Pokemon in my team that I wouldn't have taken otherwise, just because they were effective.
Yeah, but
James told me so.
Well, yeah, but that's the different thing. Like, second gen Pokemon are way less, how you call this, balanced in a way. Like, Gen 5 Pokemon, like, most of them are really good, so you have a way harder time picking a worthless team. Even if you don't know anything about it, you're probably going to do okay with whatever you choose.
Okay.
But now you can play Black and White too.
Yeah, well, I have to finish this one first.
Oh yeah, you have to do the post-game stuff.
Ton of post-game stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, especially in comparison to Soul Silver, this game felt way more fun to play and way more satisfying in many ways. Especially just leveling up the Pokemon worked way better, because in the late game Soul Silver, there are so few like chances to encounter stronger Pokemon to level up, and it's really annoying. But it's not that bad in this one. And for example, I spent like an hour today leveling up my Lavesta to that fire moth thing, and it was nice. I killed a bunch of these ants, and then I just like searched the whole map for rare candies, and I found 3, and that was nice. There's so much fun stuff to explore. It's so great. It's such an such a big world and so much secret things that you can only access very, very later when you have the right HMs. And
Oh yeah, but that's
yeah.
like on most Pokemon games, like before.
Yeah, maybe I didn't notice Soul
the
Silver
3DS
that much.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Like, I love Soul Silver, and I love like by nostalgia alone, I love all the older Pokemon games. But I get it that when you don't have the the relationship to the game that I have, like some newer games are like better design ? Some of them, but Black and White in general is a good generation overall.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's so
I'm
many
not
cool
surprised.
looking Pokemon. I couldn't even always couldn't choose. There's so much cool stuff. And now I entered the post game, and I get to like the cities that I couldn't enter before, and there's a ton of new Pokemon. There's
Hell
like
yeah.
a billion new ones, and they're all super strong. And I have to level up my team first to even like get them killed, and that's very satisfying. I can like make a whole second team for my second run through the guys.
Yeah, but like that's the cool part, because you still, even if you didn't get a new whole team, you could play Black and White too, see the continuation of the story, and like get all the Pokemon you couldn't get before because you had like already decided on your team. And you can make a second team that's still equally as cool and strong, and you're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited for you, NeverPaint.
Does Black and White 2 have like the same Pokemon in the region, or are there new ones too?
I think so. Because it's the same region.
Yeah, that's.
I honestly don't remember. It's been really a long time since I played, but I think they are mostly the same.
It's definitely very cinematic. That whole final battle against N and then the old guy. It's like that. Okay, you defeat the Elite Four, and then you think you're going to fight the champion, but the champion is already defeated, and you have to battle this other guy, and there's like a giant castle like lifting from the ground, and it's super cinematic, and whoa. It just escalated. It escalated more and more, and I was just trying to stop playing because I wanted to find like a moment when it was satisfying enough to end. But it was like battle after battle.
Oh no, this train has no brakes, NeverPaint. We're going on a wild ride.
Yes, it's pretty good. It strings me along, and yeah, I kind of hate myself for playing so much video games now because it's so much time.
But video games are fun, NeverPaint.
Yeah, they are, but also I should do school more.
Well, yeah. You need a good balance.
Sure, yeah, find the healthy medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to take care. Maybe I take like 2 days break from Pokemon.
Or you can continue. Put a limit and just play a little bit every day. And
no, that doesn't work for me. That's the thing. When I boot it up, I just end up playing a few hours.
Okay, so then do this, NeverPaint. Do like I do with Animal Crossing. Just do all the things you have to do first. Do like a certain time of work time and like drawing or whatever you have to do for the day. And then at night you play. And at some point you're gonna get sleepy and you're gonna go to bed. So you can. That's a way to limit your playtime in general.
That makes sense when you're just too sleepy to play at some point. I guess I'll figure it out.
You will end up playing for just a couple hours, and it's gonna be great. Big thing.
Pokemon are good.
Anyways,
cool
are we? Is there anything
bugs.
anyone else want to bring up, or are we done for the day?
I think we're done.
I want a big fire moth in my life.
Do the same.
As a pet.
What?
Speaking of moth, I really want the. If anyone listening is playing Animal Crossing in the Northern Hemisphere, can you please? I really want the Atlas moth statue you can commission from Flick. Please, someone
Do
get
it.
it for me. I need it in my life. I'm gonna go crazy. He started appearing when the moth stopped spawning on the southern hemisphere islands, so I couldn't get mine. I have only one that I kept for my house, and I didn't know I could commission a statue, otherwise I would have gotten like 1,000,000 of them. I really want one, please. That's all. That's all I needed to say.
Seika.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
I might not have Animal Crossing, but I literally have an Atlas moth.
Oh, really? Can we have a picture?
Yeah, wait, I'm trying to make a picture, and if maybe I'm gonna send it in later, and you guys just have to make like a reaction voice now.
It's fine.
That was a
it's fine.
satisfying
We can wait for
picture
it.
noise. I mean, I've
moth.
dated. It should work.
But wait, do you have like the dead one on like a crystal case or something like that?
No, it's like just a glass case.
Yeah.
Here. It's loading.
It's fine. It will show up at
Behold
some
the
point.
slow
Oh, there it is.
internet.
Here you
Oh,
have
hell
it.
yeah.
Big
Nice.
Atlas.
Cute.
They're so cool. I love how the wings are just snake heads. It's so cool.
Yes. It's so nice shapes.
The way its wings curve at the top.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
It's also kind of a thing that I noticed recently just from drawing. I'm drawing kind of a lot of butterflies in my art, and I noticed, dang, all my butterflies are always like shiny blue or like shiny pink or something like that. And
But they're always brown and
yeah,
like orange.
yeah. The thing is,
in general.
most cool butterflies are like brown, and just have cool shapes in them. So yeah,
Yeah.
and there's different ways of looking pretty. You can look brown and pretty if it's cool shape, cool patterns.
Yes. But yeah, look at this NeverPaint. You can have this huge moth statue that this artist guy that loves bugs does by commission. And I need one. I need one so bad.
Hey,
It's fucking sick.
that is
Anyway.
pretty.
Majestic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Bugs are cool. But yeah, I think it's time to move to Sketchy People.
sketchwithus. Oh, wait. Did someone pull up the posts?
Yeah, I have
shouldn't.
it
Okay.
right here. We have
Thank
one
you,
entry this
Seika.
week, so it's easier.
Thank you.
From SeeTheRabbit, he's posting like
Oh,
a cool another Final Fantasy boys picture. I forgot the names of these guys. But
the
yeah, he says,
antenna
"Gosh,
cat.
bro, you sure know a lot." In quotation marks. I don't know the reference. I don't play Final Fantasy games, but this is a cool watercolor thing. Good job.
It's just a nice interaction between characters, nice body language.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love how sassy the big bro is.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like how, like, the plants itself don't have that much detail. They're not very, they're not very distinct shapes, but just that you have one in the very foreground and that one in the middle ground and a lot in the background. It just feels very lively that
Yeah.
way. Don't even need that many intricate
Well, you
plant
don't-
details. If you
You don't always need a million details for it
Yeah.
to like look like a cool plant.
Yeah.
I like the variation of colors. I like how the ones in the very back are like very desaturated and like barely a amorphous mass of shaped grass.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. It's good shit. Good work.
I love the piece of grass that's just right in the front, like in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's just
that's one.
sneaking in.
Yes.
It's like you're peeking through the grass.
Yep. Just spying on these
It's
guys.
a nature documentary.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Sick. Please send more. That's for all of your listeners. Just sketch something. Do we have a topic? Do we have a prompt? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Just
Yeah, just check the last episode of Sketch with Us on this very channel.
Oh,
we made
yeah. That's a little
the-
drawing show we do.
yeah, we designed a character together, and like, you know, that's the prompt for this week. You can get together with your friends and make just follow the game, just check the video for the rules and stuff, or you know, just submit art you made this week that you're really proud about, and we will talk about it.
Yep. That's the thing we do every week. Draw, guys, draw. Oh. Well. Okay, wait. James is saying a thing.
Yeah, James is saying we're forgetting an entry, but I don't remember where they posted because it was someone on the plaza. Someone on the plaza was doing some really cool shit, but I'll see if I can find it real quick. It's what I was trying to do. Don't call me out, NeverPaint like this.
Sorry. Guys, don't forget to add the hashtag sketchwithus. Or it will be
I mean, to be fair,
complicated.
he didn't post it on Twitter, so that's why we don't have it.
Okay, that's different, yeah. What a free individualist human
He or
being.
she, I don't know.
Not on Twitter.
But yeah, shoutouts to Not Blasphemous, who drew along our previous Sketch With Us episode and did a really good job, but I can't find your drawings to show up. If I can find them later, I'll add them to the... You will be seeing them on screen right now, but right now I don't know where they are. I'm so sorry. But they were really cool.
It's like buried. Wait, I have them. I have one actually.
Oh shit,
but I can't send them because I don't have a keyboard. Haha.
It's fine. I'm the one that does the show note links anyway, so I'll add them in.
I'm just saying it's very cool characters with very distinct shapes. I like them a lot.
He was drawing along the episode of drawing characters by description alone.
Oh,
that was the previous
that
prompt,
one.
guys. So he just watched the video, and while he we were describing the characters to each other, he made his own version or her own versions.
Sick.
I'm not sure what gender she or he is, or they. Who knows? Comment down below if you're listening to this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, engagement. I like that magical girl ? The last one. She looks like a frog. Yeah. Okay. So, are you guys and talk about something or?
No, I think we're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember to join the Sketchy People Plaza and follow us on Twitter, like the podcast Twitter and or individual Twitters. All links will be in the description, guys. Yeah.
Go. Click all the links.
Go do
it's
it. Join
easy.
the plaza, sketch hashtag sketch with us and
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell. Bye.
Have you guys ever rang a bell? I don't even know if
fuck
it
that.
works.
nah.
I did it
Have
once and I
you
got
never-
annoyed instantly, but
Like-
also please ring the bell.
Okay, bye.
Bye.